get nothing but comments. Say this before I get nothing but comments going, why isn't there a Bruno review? I don't care about I Love You, Beth Cooper. Why aren't you reviewing Bruno? Aren't you gonna see Bruno? It's hilarious. Believe it or not, my parents don't want me to see a movie that was originally rated NC-17. It's shocking, I know. The only way I can get into R-rated movies is if I go with my dad. When I see R-rated movies, I usually go with my dad. I'm not going to see Bruno with my dad, okay? I was uncomfortable during this almost kind of sexing the Public Enemies next to my father. I definitely don't want to see Sacha Baron Cohen's penis a million times right next to my father. I'm sorry, but I probably will not be seeing that movie anytime soon. Alright, so shut up about it. This movie is directed by the director of the first 2 Home Alone movies and the first 2 Harry Potter movies. Very random filmography right there. And this movie is kind of like Dazed and Confused meets Ferris Bueller meets about every other good teen comedy ever combined for this okay kind of piece of crap, kind of good movie. The thing about this movie is the plot just meanders from one little stupid conflict driven by dumb, you know, humor, sick humor that we've gotten used to these days. Come on, some of this stuff is just ridiculous. There is a scene where his parents are out, you know, his parents left him in charge of the house, he's having a party, they're supposed to be going somewhere, they're all dressed up. They're in a steamy station wagon on a hill somewhere having sex. And they showed it like his phone is vibrating and the dad sticks the vibrating phone in the mom's pants and she giggles and that's nasty! But his father was played by Alan Ruck, who's Cameron and Ferris Bueller. Heck yeah, that movie's awesome! I made you take out the car today. I could have stopped you. It is possible to stop the great Ferris Bueller. It's mine, I want it, I'll take it. When Morris gets home, we're just gonna have a little chat. God, that movie is awesome. Anyway, getting back to this piece of poop, actually it's not a piece of poop, it's a piece of mediocrity, because there was some that I really liked. I think it did pull off some drama, there's some really sentimental moments, but it just contradicts itself so many times. Like throughout the entire movie, his friend, the main character's friend, who is very funny, he's probably the best part of this movie, he delivered some very funny stuff. A lot of movie quotes that I found really funny, because I understood them, but it's like throughout the entire movie, they're saying, oh, they're accusing him of being gay. And there's a very well done scene where the kid goes, dude, you don't have to prove anything to me. Don't be ashamed of yourself. If you're gay, it's okay. But then it just continues with all the gay jokes and he keeps saying, I'm not gay, I'm not gay. Then these 2 girls practically rape him. And it just ruined it. And this movie's mood is just, I don't know, like I said, it meanders, there's really no plot at all. It keeps going back to her boyfriend trying to kill him, and that's probably the worst parts of the movie. Really over-the-top violence, and they just keep following them, and another fight scene after another, and they drag on forever. Every once in a while, there's some stuff I thought was really funny and really charming, but this movie, we've seen this before. This is another movie about the last day of school, just like Dazed and Confused, just like Can't Hardly Wait. I don't know, this movie's pretty shallow, but I don't know, there were so many scenes where I thought it was going in the right direction, you know. He's like, you know, you're not who I thought you were, you know. I thought you were like this dream girl, but now I realized that you're an idiot, you know. You made out with a guy for beer, I don't really like you. But then they just screw that over again. Then he's like, oh, she's hot, you know, let's get it on. This movie's not that bad, I think it did search for a good message here and there, and there was some good sentimental scenes like that. And some scenes are very funny, but some of it is very, very, very stupid. Very stupid. And I think the lead's nerdiness was a little over the top at some point. Seriously, the whole movie looked like this. There's a charm with him, kind of. I think he was an okay character. Same with his friend. I like both of them. And, you know, I gotta give this movie credit because it tried, but the thing is, it definitely needed more plot outside of trying to give a message on... But there's the thing, I don't know if it found a message, because I like the scenes where he's like, you know what, I don't like her as much as I do, she's just a hot chick and that's it. But then they don't say anything else, and of course it ends the way we all know it's gonna end. It would have been a lot better if it didn't end that way. I think it would have a better message on, hey, nerds, there's more to a girl than boobs and blonde hair. But... Dazed and Confused is one of my favorite movies of all time, just so you know. And the movie, and the things this movie has in common is it's set on the last day of school. It's about teens driving around getting drunk and stuff. And that's basically all Dazed and Confused was. But Dazed and Confused had fantastic characters. And I loved the conversations between them about growing up, about life. And it was all awesome. This movie, most of the time, I just rolled my eyes. I'm like, okay, they're gonna go get some beer. Then they're gonna drive around a little more. and then they're going to go to this party, and then they're going to go to this party, and then they're going to drive around some more, and it got very, very repetitive, and it just didn't go anywhere. This movie was pretty long. It could have been cut up a little bit. I wanted to like this movie because I really like teen comedies. I thought this movie, like I said, there's a lot of scenes where I thought it was going somewhere, but a lot of it was ruined by really stupid humor. And I like some of the serious stuff, but I think they ruined it over. Like, really, come on, there's a scene where a kid is possibly had a past full of sexual abuse. And that is a very serious subject, but then they screw it over, and they really just try to make you laugh, and it's not funny at all. Overall, this movie's alright. I liked some of it, I hated some of it. Nothing to rush out and see, but it's summer. If you're bored, this isn't a horrible movie, but it's not all that good. It's... you know, it's okay. It's... you know, I think you get the point. You know, it's the proper definition of mediocre. Overall, I'm going to give it a 5.5 out of 10.